What up? And welcome to TTTP, Tell the Truth Podcast with your boy, TSD. That's me. What's going on, YouTube family? I'll start talking in a few. All right, about to get started now. Hope everybody had a good Sunday yesterday. Well, sorry, before I go to Sunday. Hope everybody went and got to the Montes today. Y'all know how I do. I went and got to the Brady, the Montes. I gotta have it. So yeah, Sunday. Yesterday was a good day. You know what I'm saying? I can't speak for everybody's team. I know my Broncos did the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I was a little skeptical at first. You know what I'm saying? When we got to the third quarter, I was like, man, that's it, man. Especially after halftime. And the Eagles went right down and scored in like a minute. I said, damn, yo. I'm gonna lose this fucking game, yo. And you know, and I didn't want to be fucking 2-3. But then I was like, well, being 2-3 ain't too bad. But then again, it is kind of bad because even though Oakland is shitty, you still got to worry about Kansas City and the Chargers. You see what I'm saying? So I couldn't go down 2-3, but I'm 3-2, and I'm good on that. Yeah, we beat the Eagles. We beat them down. Well, we ain't beat them down. We did beat them down. And they would not give my boys their props, man. They come up with all types of excuses. Like my boys just didn't go out there and work hard for that win. You know what I'm saying? Like they trying to say the Eagles gave up, like they stopped playing and all types of shit. I'm like, are you serious? I'm like, this how they doing it? I'm like, oh, okay then. Okay then. What up, what up, what up? What's good with you, guy? I'm good, my dude. I ain't too long got home from work. You know what I'm saying? Know how that go. So I decided to come up here on live and got there, talk about Sunday's football. You know what I'm saying? The teams that won yesterday, the teams that lost. My boys still got the Super Bowl champions, so I'm happy. I need that signature win, though. And they still ain't giving my boys no damn, still ain't giving them no love, no type of love, yo. And to be honest, that shit is kind of aggravating, though, to be perfectly honest. Because my boys played hard, man. They played their ass off to fight back in this game. You know what I'm saying? And for ESPN and the internet and everybody not giving us our props, y'all wrong for that shit. 4 teams tried, and all 4 teams couldn't do it. My boys did it. My boys did it. Broncos, baby. Broncos. All day long. So, that's one thing I want to talk about, for today. I have to talk about that. You know what I'm saying? And I guarantee to win my next 5 games. Word up. You know what I'm saying? The Cowboys start to look a little good, too, though. Yeah, they start looking a little good. I mean, I still don't. They ain't my team. I don't like them, but they look alright. They fighting back. The Giants was doing their thing a little bit. I guess the pressure was a little too much for them. They couldn't handle it. So yeah, they faltered. It's all good though. Uh, my wife's team took a nasty L, but that's because her team is banged up right now. You know what I'm saying? The Ravens, they're banged up. So Lamar, some of the defense, they banged up. You know what I'm saying? They really, really banged up. So, but I wouldn't count the Ravens out because Lamar probably gonna be out for the next game, and he probably come at the game after that. So kudos to my team, Broncos for life, baby. Yeah, Broncos for life. I ain't gonna talk and get all big headed and say we going to Super Bowl. I ain't doing none of that. Jocelyn, you about to get off here? We don't play that right there. You know what I'm saying? Lucky I don't dip you off right now. But best believe, you say anything else slick, I'm gonna kick you out of here real fast. Nah, they ain't gonna free him. He got 4 years. He got 4 years, but he ain't gonna do that much. What's up? What's up? What's up? I don't know where his discipline at. But they ain't gonna do that. They gonna give him he got 4. They gonna give him that year that he signed in there. Black Cherry, what's up? What's up? What's up? Noah, what's good with you? So he gonna do like 2.5 and 2 years, six and a half months. He gotta do 85%. So he gonna do 2 years and 6.5 months. Okay. Jacob, dude said free little dirt. Mm-mm. Yeah, but on a serious note though, I saw a clip earlier today that kind of upset me a little bit. And it was out there in Detroit. These 2 teenagers was going to school this morning. This happened today. 2. But they was like 16, 15, and 16. And what they saying is, oh, and I'm looking at the TV screen because the game about to come on in the field. So I'm just looking over. So if you see me looking over, that's what I'm looking at. But so I mean, it's senseless. They went to the corner store on their way to school, and they got a little altercation, little, la 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 la. No physical, just a lot of la 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 la. So uh, they leave, they walking. Car pull up beside and let loose 30 shots on them 2 young boys, man. And this was in Detroit, Michigan. And the girl was like, I knew something happened, but I didn't know this happened. And they was like, what happened? What happened? And she was like, a 15, 60-year-old was gunned down. I was like, damn, man. That's crazy, man. So kids can't go to school. They can't leave home, go to school, stop by the store, get them a soda or a snack without getting gunned down. But I mean, that's sad, man. They kissed their mamas this morning, say I love you, see you when I get home, and they didn't even make it to school. That's a sad shit, boy. And they wasn't what the news thing he was saying. They wasn't bad kids. Thank you, V. Appreciate you. Yeah, it is, Black Cherry. It's sad as hell. You know? I want to say, man, you gotta love them babies, man. You gotta hug them kids, man. If you gotta take them to school, because that's what me and my wife did. We took our girls to school. We took them to school. You know what I'm saying? My baby ended up getting robbed one morning, you know, and she's still kind of traumatized by that shit. Even though that shit happened like 3 years ago, but still, or 4 years ago, something like that. But still. I can still see her. But those two kids, their parents will never see them again. Not at all. And they weren't even bad kids. That's the craziness. Now, whatever was said at the store was said at the store, but it wasn't. Come on, man. Couldn't have been. It couldn't have been said. It couldn't have been something said that bad for y'all to run up back up on them two boys and just gun them 30 shots. I can see if y'all shot them in the foot or something. But damn, y'all lit them up 30 shots. That was wild. We all know kids that's in gangs don't go to school. They ain't going to school. That's where their ops at. They ain't going to school. They ain't happening. They ain't going to school. Liz, what's up? What's up? So that's just sad, man. It getting to the point where our kids will never say, Miranda, what's up? Our kids are not even safe. Like my job, I ride, you know, out in New York. Kids out. I mean, you see it. Comfortable too. They out. Comfortable. You about to get out of here. Do you wipe and let it crust? Or do you just put on the same crusty ass panties? Yeah, man. And I be all different parts of it. And they outside. The summer, man, the kids outside. They playing, man, they doing everything. Come back towards this way, shh. Man, listen. It's like a ghost town. Oh wow, you're a nasty motherfucker. Then you personally prefer crust. Ew, nasty. Oh my god. But yeah, they out chilling. No, you ain't. No, you just kidding. No, you ain't. You set yourself up for that one. I swear you did. You left yourself open. You knew you were telling on yourself. You meant to tell on yourself. I think that's what that was. You meant to tell on yourself. Yeah, you meant to tell on yourself. But all jokes aside, but you know, they outside. They everywhere. You know, chilling. But it's not that. It's not like that everywhere. That everywhere. So, like I said, man, love on your kids. Make sure they're safe. Protect them as much as possible, man. They can be here today and gone tomorrow. So if you got to take them to school, take them to school. If their friend come over, you got to take both. Take them. Shit. I'd rather take them than, you know what I'm saying, that happening. Heart goes out to the family, prayers up. But that was just senseless. You know what I'm saying? That was senseless. If uh, you want to get to a little physical confrontation, you should have got to the little physical confrontation. If you got your ass whipped, you got your ass whipped. You know what I'm saying? If you beat them, you beat them. I mean, damn. Take away them shits and put this shit up. Fuck. Senseless act. Now here's parents crying, siblings crying, grandparents crying. You see what I'm saying? And they got away scot free. You feel me? That's why I said what I said on my Facebook the other day. This ain't got nothing to do with the kids. If you 40 plus, 50 plus, and you still out there living that street code, there's something wrong with your brain. Something is really, really wrong with your brain. You know what I'm saying? Something ain't right up there. You know? When we grew up, we was able to hang outside till the fucking lights come on. You know what I'm saying? But we better not let them street lights catch us outside though. We gotta be in for them lights come on. That's just how it was. We had to, you know what I'm saying? Kids would never know, this generation would never know how that feels. To play hide and seek, to play basketball and to be able to walk the blocks and, you know what I'm saying? And have fun and motherfuckers riding with the windows down, blasting music. This generation will never understand how that feels. Kids riding bikes, they playing double dutch. You know what I'm saying? They jumping rope, hopscotch. You know what I'm saying? This generation will never know how that feels. Handball, bing, you know what I'm saying? Stickball, baseball in the yard, what they call this, kill the man, football in the yard, pick a little team and play up, head on in the yard. You see what I'm saying? Playing somebody basketball, you know what I'm saying? Somebody's backyard, you know what I'm saying? Where it's a bunch of y'all back there, man, and you got motherfuckers saying, yo, me, him, we got next. And then somebody say, yeah, me. Hey, if y'all lose, I want you. You know, hey, it was like that. You know what I'm saying? On the other team. Whoever lose, I'm taking you. You know what I'm saying? Nah, they won't Black Cherry. For real. They missed out, man. I swear they missed out on the good times, man. Missed out on the good times. Like when you could go and get 4 bags of chips for $1. They'll never get that. Now it's 2 bags of chips for $1, I think. If it ain't $1.25 or $1.50 for 2. You see what I'm saying? So those boys was going to school. 15 and 16. They was cousins and they was going to school. That shit is sad, man. I shared it, you know what I'm saying, to my Facebook post. I shared it. But just another, like I said, just another senseless act. Over some arguing. That's all it was, arguing. Nobody threw no hands. Nobody threw no blows. Why you didn't do this? Since you so bold to pick up a gun, why you didn't do the shit at the stove? Why you had to wait for them boys to walk up way up the block and then y'all circle and then blah, blah, blah. Nah, man, that was the cowardly way. That was straight being a coward. You know what I'm saying? That was being a coward, man. Put that shit down, put your hands up and fight that man. Y'all ain't had to do, they ain't had to do that. So, like I said, man, prayers to the family, both families. It's crazy, man. And I got nephews. You know what I'm saying? I got nephews that's 14, 15, 17, and 18. You see what I'm saying? My other nephews, they already like 30 and 40. So, yeah, they're a little older. And they got jobs and shit. You know what I'm saying? They caught, my nephews, some of my nephews, they caught that shit. You see what I'm saying? They caught the hide and seek, the playing the basketball next door, and they caught some of that, watching the girl double dutch. You know, they caught a little bit of that. You see what I'm saying? Especially my baby sister's son, oldest son. Yeah, he caught a lot of that. Watch his uncle play a lot of basketball. You know what I'm saying? That what made him want to play basketball. You know what I'm saying? So uh, I thank God for his upbringing. You know what I'm saying? I thank God for it because he got some of it. You know what I'm saying? He's I think I might be a 96 baby, I think, or 97 baby. I think, not too sure. I think one of somewhere up in there. And yeah, I think he's like a 97 baby or 98, 97 baby, I believe. So he got a glimpse of it. He know how it feels. So his brother and my other nephew, they 17 and 18, they got a whiff of it from him. You know what I'm saying? His friends, and so they know how that feels. They know how it feels to do all that basketball, football in the yard, all this kill the man. They know about all that. But the rest of this generation, man, they don't know about that shit. Nobody showed. Nobody played hide and seek with them. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to do that when they're kids. My girls, they know about it. My oldest, her and her brothers, they know about it. I just chase them to hide from them, hide and seek, count, all that shit. So they used to watch daddy play basketball, all that shit. So yeah, they play basketball, football, all that, man. So yeah, but the way the world is now, it's all technology. That's why the kids don't want to go out and have no fun. They rather fuck around with them tablets. They rather fuck around with them tablets. I mean, it is safe though. It is keeping them from, from a parent crying. Some. You know what I'm saying? And then we still got the ones that want to be out there, want to be hard, and want to flex for the females, for the little gals. But the little girls don't even care about that shit no more. You know what I'm saying? They don't care about that no more. They too busy right now, beep, beep, shaking their butts all over the camera. So they don't care about that right now. Especially if they're not in a relationship with any young YN. You know what I'm saying? All right, I don't know the age that was them calling themselves a YN. I don't know what age that shit started at. So, but yeah, like I think that we all are really up ahead of God, and we need to slow down. We are so far for him, up ahead of him, and it's like he's trying to play catch up. But they don't supposed to be like that. We supposed to be catching up to him. So I think we all need to slow the fuck down. This world is getting crazier and crazier, man. I'm telling you. I think we all just need to just slow down. So that's what I think. Cause it was just two babies. I can call them babies, but shit, I'm 52. It was babies, man. Straight up babies, man. No, I'm not in Detroit, but being that I'm a, what I'm saying, YouTuber, I get all that. Now the moms, both parents, sad day. Saw their babies this morning. When they saw their babies again, they was covered up. Yeah, man. I don't never want to feel that. I don't never want to feel that. I mean, I always wanted a boy. I never got one. I got girls. So I guess God spared me on that one, right? I guess He spared me on that one. Yeah, man. But my girls was never in the streets. They was always in school, graduated, they got jobs. My baby is a dental assistant. So So I'm proud of that. They ain't follow my footsteps. Hell no. I stayed in trouble. My mama tried to talk to me too. I ain't listen. I had to learn the hard way. And it seemed like after my grandma passed, I think that's when I started getting in trouble. As long as my grandma was living, man, listen, couldn't fool me to do nothing stupid. I might have got suspended from school, but just to be out there doing, nah. But I think once she passed, I think it broke something in me. It wasn't too bad, I don't think, when my grandfather passed, because I was probably like 11, maybe 12, I think. But my grandma, I think she died when I was like 16, so I was a little older, so I understood it more. And she told me she'd never leave me, so, I felt like, my whole world was just destroyed. Like, she left me, man, like, really? Like, she said she wasn't gonna leave me. I mean, I was crying, saying, Grandma, you said you were gonna leave me. You said you were gonna leave. They had to pull me off my grandma casket, man. Oh, Lord. I was almost in that motherfucker. I swear to God, I was like, Grandma, I was trying to put my grandma up out of there. I love my grandma, man. And I think once she passed, that turned me. So, ain't no more listening. Quit school. Now I'm running with the boys. Hanging with the big boys, breaking all the rules. So sometimes things like that, you know, losing somebody close to you, especially being a kid, and some grandparents, they show more love than your parents. Yeah, some of them show more love than your parents, and that's just being real. Cause I swear, man, there wasn't nothing I wouldn't do for my grandma. There wasn't nothing my grandma didn't do for me. So, and I think that's when I turned, and then I went out to the street. So it happens, man. You know, we can sit here and we can gather up the youth, and you can talk till your face turn blue. But if you got, say, 20 kids from probably 7 to 15, maybe 16, out of that 20, let's say 7, maybe 8 of them gonna listen. And that's being real. And that's from the age 7 to 12. The rest of them go, a little older, go run off. They gonna want to do it 16-year-old, and that's how it happens. So we just gotta come together as a community, man. It take a village to raise children. Take a village, man. So like I said, once again, prayers for the family. Hope they get their justice. But like I said, that was a sad day. Today is a sad day in Detroit. So, like I said, I ain't come to be up here long anyway. I just wanted to talk about that. That kind of bothered me a little bit when I saw the clip. And I was like, wow, And when the girl was saying what happened, or the lady asked her what happened, so she was explaining it. And I was like, wow, man. So I had to come and talk about it. I don't know if y'all saw it on the news or if you've been on your phones or whatever the case may be, but if you see it, look at it. So like I said, I ain't finna be up here long. I want to say thank y'all for tuning in to TTTP, Tell the Truth Podcast with your boy TST. That's me. Love all my fans. Y'all have a good evening. I'm about to find something to put in this old big ass stomach. And I'll holler at y'all later. Oh yeah. Hashtag 3Ls. Live, laugh, love, people.